Peace be upon you. Prophet Idris Alaihis Salam was one of the earliest and most revered figures in the history of Islam. He is known for his sincerity, wisdom, and devotion to Allah. His early life is not fully detailed in the Quran, but it is understood that he was born into a time of spiritual decline where people had deviated from the worship of Allah and had begun to worship idols. Idris is often regarded as one of the descendants of Adam, and his lineage places him among the early generations after the first human creation. His lineage connects to the righteous people chosen by Allah to guide humanity, and he inherited the message of monotheism. From a young age, it was clear that Idris was different from others. He exhibited signs of sincerity and devotion to Allah, and his heart was filled with faith. He was chosen by Allah to become a prophet, and it was during his youth that he received the divine call to prophethood. Although the people around him were deeply entrenched in idol worship, Idris remained true to the oneness of Allah. He stood as a beacon of righteousness in a world full of corruption and idolatry. It is said that from a young age, he was determined to follow the path of truth, rejecting the falsehoods that surrounded him. Idris' call to prophethood came at a time when his people were in dire need of guidance. They had turned away from the worship of the one true God and had placed their faith in false idols. They lived lives of corruption and sin, unaware of the guidance Allah had provided. Idris was sent as a prophet to remind them of Allah's greatness and to call them back to the path of righteousness. His mission was to guide his people away from idol worship and to teach them about the oneness of Allah. Despite his deep faith and commitment to Allah's message, Idris faced significant opposition. The people rejected his teachings and mocked him. They were stubborn in their disbelief and saw no reason to abandon their idols. They accused him of being deluded and ridiculed him for speaking out against the established practices of the time. But Idris did not falter. He remained patient, steadfast in his faith, and devoted to his mission. His trust in Allah was unwavering, and he continued to call his people to repentance, urging them to abandon idol worship and return to the worship of Allah alone. His message was simple yet powerful. There is no God but Allah, and He alone is worthy of worship. The Quran describes Idris as a man of truth and a prophet. This indicates the high moral and spiritual standing of Idris. He was known for his honesty, integrity, and deep connection with Allah. His words were not just teachings. They were divine instructions meant to guide his people back to the worship of the one true God. Even as he faced rejection and mockery, Idris remained focused on his mission. His persistence and patience are a testament to his dedication to Allah's message. He understood that his role as a prophet was not to force his people to believe, but to deliver the message, and it was up to them whether they chose to accept it. His responsibility was to call them to Allah, to remind them of the consequences of their actions, and to offer them a path to salvation. In addition to his spiritual teachings, Idris was also known for his wisdom and intellect. While the Quran does not provide many specific details about the nature of his knowledge, it is believed that he was a man of great intellect. Islamic tradition mentions that Idris was among the first to teach his people writing, a skill that would later become essential for the preservation of knowledge and wisdom. It is said that he was also knowledgeable in various crafts and sciences. His intellect and practical knowledge made him a respected figure among those who believed in his message. Idris' story teaches us many valuable lessons. It highlights the importance of patience in the face of adversity, the need for unwavering faith in Allah, and the responsibility of a prophet to deliver the message of truth. Idris' life shows us that no matter the opposition, staying true to the path of righteousness is the key to success. His devotion to Allah, his commitment to his mission, and his ability to endure hardship are qualities that every believer can look to for inspiration. Although his people rejected his message, the lessons of his life continue to serve as a beacon for those who seek to follow the path of righteousness. Idris' story is a reminder that Allah's mercy is always available to those who turn to him, and that no matter how difficult the journey, faith and patience lead to success.